student life. Anyways, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's a girl, Princess Style, aka Princess Nation, and you're watching Princess Style TV. Hello. So today I am here to address and answer the questions on the YouTube video I made on 2022, explaining the best jobs to get as a DSW, and I have gotten a lot of comments and a lot of questions and a lot of inquiries, and I did answer to the best of my knowledge down. I would also link the video down below. So if you are in the field of healthcare, if you are in the field of becoming a social worker, DSW, and you want to know which job setting it best fits you, whether it's in the school board, community, or hospital base, whichever base, you will be able to find this video helpful and the previous video very helpful. Anyway, as I'm saying, these are all based on my experience and what I have done successfully and what I think is the best options and what I've seen other people within the healthcare setting that are already in the field, and this is what they're doing and this is what they are best at. I don't know, I'm just giving you my 2 cents, but I hope this video help a lot of you to be able to make the right choice that best fits you and your future career. And secondly, my English is not that great. So okay, let's get into it. Okay guys, the questions are, hey, if I anyways, okay, I needed to explain a lot because it's been a while. When I did this video, I was new in my field too, and secondly, it's been a while since you know, being in the field, you kind of see which one is best and which one is not best. But I needed to do this video because there was a subscriber who commented and really wanted to know which program between DSW and social worker, which one is the best. So I will give you these options and let you know which one you want to choose, and at the end of the video I'm also going to give you the one that I'm doing currently and the one that I want to pursue in the future. Okay, let's go. Anyways, guys, I have to read it, to be honest with you, because I had to sit down, explain it on ChatGPT, and ChatGPT had to edit my grammar because my grammar ain't great. So now we're gonna go through it. So I would say between DSW and social worker, if you're looking if you don't want to be a social worker, which is the social worker department has to do with a lot of paperwork. If you're a person who excel in paperwork but also hands-on when needs to be, that's great for you. But the benefit of working in certain setting as a social worker, you do not get to do personal hygienes. A lot of times you do not get to do certain things. As a DSW, during your placement and your training, you get to assist with personal hygiene or toileting, stuff like that, as a healthcare supporter, as a healthcare worker, depending on which setting you're working, which community you're working, and which place you are working in. Even if in the school board, you will get to do that too. In the community, you will get to do that too. So it varies on the client you get. Some people are lucky, some people are not, but at the same time, it's a job and it's a living. You get to make a living. Okay, so that's one of the major difference that I could tell you that I know, as that I've seen, and also a lot of us are experiencing in this field. Social workers, they do more of the high ends of paperwork, booking, supporting clients with their daily livings, and also being a social worker. I also wanted to address, as a social worker, you do have more variety of opportunity to get a job in different settings. You could work with the city of Toronto if you're in Toronto, if you're in wherever what part of Canada you are. You could work with the government, but also you could apply to work in a group home setting, adult day program, children's setting. You could work with a lot of CAS or social workers, you know, and also you could work with the school board. You could be part of the department that are the social worker team, and every job varies and their pay is better because they do make more money than a DSW. Being a DSW, it has a lot of pros but also cons. Being a DSW, if you do your diploma, it's a 2-year diploma, you get your diploma, you're able to get a job as quickly too. I would say between social worker and DSW, you have more higher chances of getting a job faster as a DSW than you have more chances of getting a job faster as a social worker, depending on the setting you're looking at and the job that you're looking at. Because when it comes to healthcare hands-on, DSW would be more picked because they do believe through their placement they have had hands-on duties and hands-on management skills. A social worker might have a few but not a lot, but that's just one of the major difference. And also as a DSW, you can work in any setting too. You can work with the school board, you can work with the adult day program. Similar to social worker, you can work in any setting, but also very limited to certain setting. A social worker has more broader opportunity to get into different field. But the good thing with both is that as a social worker, you can both, as a social worker and a DSW, you can both work as an independent contractor. If you want to be your own boss, your own descent, you go, that's for you. But as a DSW, I would say like you're limited to a certain income. Let's say if you, for example, if you get a job with a particular agency or company, some agencies you can make more depending on the hours you put in and this, and but some if you're working with recognized not through agency, but you're working with a particular company, you might be earning minimum or a max of 45,000 annually, which is as a full-time, and there's certain hours you have to put in. What I've noticed since from 2023 to now current, DSW have also taken on portion of paperwork too, due to lots of funding issues within the community and within the that is another conversation to be addressed another day. But they've also taken in a lot of work in terms of paperwork, but the paperwork does not compare to a paperwork a social worker has to put in, especially they can work with kids, adult recommendation and stuff like that. So yeah, those are just the major thing. In terms of income, I want to be specific. A DSW annually will make money, or will make, if you're a full-time, part-time, you could make up to 45,000, and you have a very good flexibility schedule depending on where you're working, group home, school boards setting, wherever you're working, you have a very flexible schedule because you could choose to work morning shift, afternoon shift, midnight shift, you go for it. As a social worker, a lot of social worker with BA, if you decide to do your social worker in college, you are gonna be able to make a good income, but it would be like a little bit higher from a DSW because you're not very limited. Some jobs you might be earning from 50 to 70 to, depending on which company and which agency you're working with. And as a social worker, if you have your BA, you have more chances of getting a job as a coordinator, a supervisor, management, like you could manage a program or adult day program, you could manage clients file and profile and stuff like that. If you have your BA, I would say if you want to get into a social worker and you have the opportunity and you live in Canada, it is best for you to go to university and get your BA. If you don't have, if through that process, you would be able to have a better opportunity in terms of you have your degree, your bachelor degree, and you can be able to get a better income when you get a good job. But that does not guarantee that you will get a job faster. Remember, DSW, you do your 2-year diploma, you can get a job faster. But still, as a social worker, you can get a job faster. It's just that that's where the health system comes in terms of hygiene care, toileting, and stuff like that. What are you able to do, and what level of comfortability are you willing to take in terms of providing service for individuals with special needs, or even individuals without special needs with mental health issues and stuff like that. I also wanted to mention that a lot of social workers do work with clients with mental health issues and various health issues within the community setting, but also within the government setting, and they are one of the moving capital of our health system. And as a social worker, you have a lot of benefit because you have you have more option, and you're more respected in this, recognized and respected across the globe by the system, but also because of the qualification you hold. As a DSW, yes, people respect what you do in your job, but it does not compare to in terms of career value. A lot of what I noticed after I finished my program as a DSW, within the school system, our program does not mean anything. Zero. It's just like you never did anything. You just listen. And especially if you're working as an EA or doing this, then it doesn't matter. Nothing. If you have a social worker, it actually means more. If you have a CYW pro or diploma or this, and it actually means more. But when we're working outside of the school board, a social worker, a DSW, we're kind of like looked at the same level, but the only difference is depends on the position you're holding and how many years of experience or what degree you have. A lot of DSWs, what they do after they've worked so hard, so heavily. Remember, a DSW, we are very mostly hands-on most of the time, depending on which client you get and where you are. Hi, I'm back. Yes, as a DSW, we're very hands-on, and it does take a toll on your body. I will speak quicker because these videos be giving me headache, but I gotta do it because my camera is also having an issue. Hold on. Okay, yes. As a DSW, we're very hands-on, and there's a lot of more work because we have to do paperwork, but also personal care and so on and so forth, and activities booking and stuff like that. Yes, it's a very fulfilling job, both of them. But I will say, if you're not okay dealing with personal hygiene and toileting and stuff like that, that people sometimes consider a DSW doesn't do, that is only a PSW. No, a DSW also does those things. But if you want to be a social worker where you don't have to deal with certain things like this, become a social worker, and you would be able to do a lot of good working with clients, trying to provide various programs and resources they do require for their future, and to be able to help them have an inclusivity within the community. Yes, it's all productive, but if you ask me, I am a DSW, but I'm currently in school for social worker. For my future, it's going to be better for me in the future, and I will have better opportunity to choose which field I want to explore in my job career. But DSW has limitations. Social worker has a more broader opportunity. Thank you. Bye. Oh, it's working. quick chat. Yes, as a DSW, you will have limitations in terms of you see the upload. Okay, I'll cut this video so the video could talk. Anyways, as a social worker, you do have opportunity to work with the school board, to even become a teacher when you have your bachelor's. You can become a teacher. You can work with the special the social worker department for kids with special needs. We call it social worker team. So it depends on which field you want to work in, and just pick the best grade that works for you. Pick the best that fits your needs and your family needs and your timing and flexibility, which is very important. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.